Hi guys, we have Newbery Cricket's very own sales manager Scott Kelsey with us today, who will talk us through the latest range of Newbery Cricket Bats. Scott.
Brilliant, thank you Abid. Firstly, I'd just like to thank Abid for inviting us down today to discuss and tell you all about the differences between our 2020 range in our cricket bats this year. So at Newbery, we've been making cricket bats since 1919, so we did celebrate our 100-year anniversary last year, which was a fantastic thing for us to be able to do. And we've actually been working with Abid and AJ for over 10 years now, so it's always great to have Abid come down to the showroom, pick out his bats, come down, spend a bit of time with us, and have a chat about what's going on, which obviously means it's obviously great for you guys to be able to know and have pure trust and to understand exactly the bats you're coming to buy here that Abid has handpicked himself.
Awesome, thanks Scott. We've been asked a few questions about Newbery Cricket Bats, and there's one in particular. People ask us about your heritage range and your performance range.
Yep.
What's the difference?
I'm glad you asked actually, because in all honesty, it's a question that I think comes up quite a lot. So basically, it's quite a simple thing. The reason we've done this was so that the consumer completely understands where they stand and what they're buying from Newbery. So basically, the way it works. So from our Phantom range, which is a grade 5 bat, start going up to our G4s and 5 stars, which is known as our performance range. They are the bats that are still some that are English made or some that are Indian made. Whereas then into the heritage range, which are players, SPS and pro bats, so that's grade 2s, grade 1s and our pros, they're all English made cricket bats. So first we'll start off with our legacy bat, which is our top end bat that we supply at Newbery, only available in pro grade, which is 1% of our grade 1 English willow that we actually buy. So far and few between these ones, so there's not too many of them available. So these are available in sort of 2.6 up to 2.12. Shape wise, what we've got here is sort of a duck-bill toe. We'll try and get them as full as possible, but obviously whereas they're available in the lighter weights, we have to take a little bit out of them, but we try to keep as much in as possible. All of Newbery bats will come with a semi-oval handle, so with that, that's what you get the nice light pickup, and we try and get them obviously as big a edges as possible with a high spine going through there as well. So now we have the Master Bat. So we actually released the Master Bat as part of our celebration of our 100 years last year. When we released it, it was only available in grade 1, and what we found that it basically just sold so well and people just loved it so much that we actually brought it into the full range this year. So now available from G4 all the way up to SPS. Same as all the bats, semi-oval handle, available again 2.6 up until 2.12 or even more if people need. Shape-wise, one of our only bats that actually goes with the full spine all the way down to the toe, with a slight concave, again where we try and keep all of the wood in there, but again just to keep the weight down, take a little bit out through there. Again, sort of your very traditional English cricket bat sort of shape. So that's the Master 100. So next up we have our brand new bat for 2020, which is our Axe bat. So the difference with the Axe bat that we've got here is our revolutionary Haft Tech Handle that we've designed at Newbery. We've never been afraid to sort of push the boundaries and try things a little bit different. So this year we come up with the Haft Tech Handle, where basically it just goes into the slightly straighter bit at the top, go back into the oval handle there. What we've done this for is sort of a top hand play, so your hand should naturally sit in the correct position. Extra comfort, and also with the anti-twist properties that go into it, sort of you don't lose so much percentage of your strike and your power on the ball. So your hand should sit naturally in the correct place, which is a key thing. Got a nice full shape there again, going into the duckbill toe, with a sort of mid-middle, and again you're looking at, these do start slightly heavier just because they're a much fuller bat, so these are looking at around 2.7 to 2.8 upwards. So now we have the Invictus bat. We released the Invictus range last year with one of our top sellers, and went really well for us, so that we've just continued it through now. Again, same as the others, available from G4 up to SPS range. What we've got with these, fully rounded back, where we kept from, similar to our tour bat that we had a few years ago, where again you don't lose any of the power, all stays in there with no concaving whatsoever in the duckbill toe. Again, semi-oval handle, and then and this one is again for kind of those players that are looking to play all around the wicket, basically. Slightly mid to low on this one, sort of more of a club player kind of cricket bat. And now we have our Blitz bat. We've had the Blitz running now for 5-6 years now, the Blitz. The difference we have with the Blitz, it is our shorter blade, longer handle cricket bat, similar to what our Uzi used to be, which we've really helped be able to get those bigger edges in there, but still get those nice light pickups on them. What you get with these, the heavier bats in this range tend to pick up fantastically well due to that, and also just kind of help you get your hands through the ball slightly better. Again, into the duckbill toe, very big edges, big spine, slight concave, but again as minimal as possible, and again ranging from 2.6 up to 2.12 with the semi-oval handle. A lot of people do claim this bat to be a sort of 2020 kind of bat, go out there and have some fun and give it a whack, but it can be used for anybody across the board, so it's actually my bat of choice and the shape that I use myself. And finally in the range we have here is our Phantom bat. So we released our Phantom bat 2-3 years ago as our sort of entry level cricket bat. It's a grade 5, full spine, slightly more in curves, so we do get the lightness in these. So sort of your first cricket bat for people possibly going from junior cricket into adult cricket, like I say, at a more affordable price. These are unbelievable quality for the price and as an entry level cricket bat. And yeah, so again, same with the rest of them, available from 2.6 up to 2.12, but we've got a lot of light ones available. I know you like to take a lot of the light ones that we have available. So yeah, that's with that one, and it is available in 4 different colours also.
Thank you, Scott, for going through the range. Just a couple of questions. One being, throughout the range you have different profiles, different sort of levels where your sweet spot is.
Yep.
How do you decide on how to shape your bats?
So what we do at Newbery is we find that predominantly we are we don't provide too many bats sort of to pros and things like that, so we'd rather the best willow that we have go to the customers and yourselves. So we find predominantly we're selling to club cricketers and things like that, where in England the balls often stand a little bit lower and things like that. So across the board we tend to go with a sort of a mid to low sweet spot on predominantly most of our bats. Don't really see the need in having too high a middle and things like that when we're playing predominantly in England and things like that. So we do across the board act as a slightly higher one purely because of the where the thickness of the bat is, but bar that, predominantly they're all mid to low.
Awesome. And in regards to your most popular model so far this year, and maybe models coming in from last year, what's that been? So
I think definitely last year our top seller across the board was Invictus. Obviously it was our brand new bat for last year. I think with that fully rounded back and with the pickup you do get on them, that was last year, was definitely our top seller. This year, obviously still very early stages in the year, but it's going to be a battle between Axe and Master, that's for sure. Obviously just the sort of the heritage look, the slightly different look to the Master that we have across all of our other bats. It's quite nostalgic for a lot of people that kind of played back in the day and things like that. So that one, and also people seem to be quite intrigued about our Haft Tech Handle and our Axe bat, and I think the graphics have gone down fantastically well as well. So I think those two will be the ones this year to look out for.
And within your role as a sales manager at Newbery,
yep,
what else do you do? It must be a really exciting job.
To be fair, I think we're quite lucky at Newbery. We're actually a very small team, so we all kind of have to help each other out with lots of different things. So one of my main jobs is making sure the bats are up to standard. So every bat that comes in, every single one that comes out to you, obviously when you come and pick it with me and we go through them all, I will double check and make sure that every single one is up to standard. So that's one of my favourite jobs that I do, obviously apart from coming out and seeing yourselves, but also helping out with the repairs, so I do a lot of that side of it as well. So we do go through the bats. As a company, we do try our hardest to help the customer out and yourself out as much as possible. They are natural pieces of wood, so anything can happen at any stage, but we do also offer a warranty with all of our bats, so we do feel that helps sort of our year-to-year sales and things like that.
And how long is the warranty?
We have a 12-month warranty with every Newbery bat you purchase, and obviously what we try to do is, again, where we're quite lucky at Newbery, all the staff members that we have, we all play cricket, so we're also very understanding of if we was the consumer ourselves. So we try and think of it as much as we can like that, to, like I say, help you out and make your life easier when you're dealing with your customers.
Awesome, really good information there, Scott. I'd like to thank you very much for coming in, taking time out and talking us through the range. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share it as much as you can. Thank you.